From a galaxy far, far away, we have the new printing of Star Wars by Jason Aaron Omnibus. It has a 1,192 page count and the cover price of $125. Stay tuned after the video to see how you can get yourself entered in the giveaway. As I said in the intro, this is the new printing of Jason Aaron's Star Wars Omnibus. Man, this was a whale for a long time. Got this great dust jacket artwork here from John Cassidy. This thing was super expensive for the longest time, and we finally got a reprint on it. I decided to pick it up. I'm not crazy about Star Wars, but I've been on a Jason Aaron kick lately, and I said, screw it, man, I'm going to get into this. So on the inside of the dust jacket, on the left-hand side, you got a synopsis of what's going on. Kind of takes place like after A New Hope in the movie where Luke destroys the Death Star. And it kind of picks up right from there. Got this great wraparound cover here. The artwork is just incredible, man. So detailed and realistic. I mean, that's kind of how the artwork flows throughout this entire book. Super, super detailed, man. And everything just looks like real life. Now let's just take a look at the binding real quick. It is sewn binding. There's a little bit of gutter loss through this book because it is kind of big, but really it's nothing too major. But I mean, this book is hella good, man. I was kind of surprised at how good it was, actually. Taking a look at the table contents here, it shows everything that's collected. This book does collect Star Wars 2015, 1 through 37, Star Wars Vader Down, Darth Vader 2015, 13 through 15, Star Wars The Screaming Citadel, Star Wars Doctor Aphra 2016, 7 through 8, and Star Wars Annual 2015, 1 through 3. Now, I love how this omnibus just starts out, man. It just screams the movies. You get the scroll going down, and just the big Star Wars there across the two panels. So it's just like you hear the music in your head when you first start reading this book, man, and it's just so cool. And it just starts out with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo just getting after it, man. Some Darth Vader. I mean, this has got all the characters. Luke and Darth Vader go at it right from the beginning. Like I said, this does pick up from A New Hope. So they just destroyed the Death Star, and Darth Vader is trying to hunt down the person responsible for destroying the Death Star, which he finds out is Luke. So they have this little showdown here, which is pretty sick, man. Han Solo and Princess Leia end up stealing one of them. I believe it's called a AT-AT walker, but I'm not sure. I'm not like super crazy and knowledgeable about Star Wars information, but they steal one of those big things and then end up getting attacked by Darth Vader, man. So this like book really starts off with a bang, and it continues throughout the entire omnibus. I mean, really, this whole book is basically like Darth Vader trying to hunt down Luke Skywalker and get him for destroying the Death Star, and he also knows like who he is, but also at the same time Luke is also trying to like figure out how to use the Force and, you know, become a Jedi. And throughout all that, he ends up getting these notes or a journal from Obi-Wan Kenobi. So throughout this book too, you'll see him, there will be like little like flashback moments or issues with just Obi-Wan Kenobi's story and just certain things that he's dealing with. And there's a couple characters that get introduced throughout this whole book, which is pretty cool too. Some newer people that, you know, I've heard of, but I was not really I didn't have too much knowledge of the characters and stuff like that. But I mean, man, you get some a great battle here coming up with Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker. Boba Fett is always killing it in this little cantina scene. He's just fucking up people. But I mean, if you look, the artwork is crazy detailed, man. It just looks great. It just looks like a movie. Like, that's how you feel as you're reading this whole book. You just kind of feel like you're in this universe and you're reading and watching these events go down, and it's just really incredible, man. Like, Jason Aaron's writing, it was fantastic throughout this. There's actually not a whole lot of writing like throughout this book. Like, I think I read this in about 2 sittings, but I mean, the artwork really speaks for itself throughout this whole book, which is really great. Like I said, you also get introduced to like new characters and stuff, which is great. You get that Black Chrysanthemum is in this book. I think he gets introduced in the Vader Down, which should be coming up shortly. Here's one of those Obi-Wan little stories here. So these are basically just like little entries from his journal, and they're kind of like little one-shot stories just about like Obi-Wan and like the stuff that he went through and becoming a Jedi and all that. And you know, Luke is trying to find the knowledge to become a Jedi himself and surpass what he has now. He knows he's got some of the Force in him, but he's trying to like learn more. So like basically this whole omnibus is just him trying to find more of that. So it's like the journey that he goes through to figure out, you know, how to use the Force and become like a full-blown fucking badass Jedi. But And in doing so, Darth Vader's trying to hunt him down, and there's all sorts of other shit that they do. I mean, they meet up with some new characters. Like I said, there's a woman, Sana Staros, that claims to be Han Solo's like ex-wife. She's a smuggler herself, and she's kind of just meets up with them and goes along with the mission and stuff. You're never sure if she's just trying to like rob or if she really wants to be a part of the group or anything like that. The Black Sanson dude is pretty dope. And then you get I don't know if it's in this book or the Darth Vader omnibus, but it's the Doctor Aphra. Dr. Aphra is in this book pretty heavily. There is a bit of double dipping in this book and I believe the Doctor Aphra book as well. So I guess just be aware of that. I collect omnibuses like crazy, man, so it doesn't matter to me. Double dipping I never really care about, but I know that the Vader Down storyline here, that is definitely collected in the Darth Vader omnibus as well. So just letting you know and be aware of it. But man, I mean, the artwork, it looks like the damn movies, man, which is so sick. But this whole Vader Down arc is really cool, man. Definitely some badass stuff. And then you get this great battle between General Carbon and Darth Vader, which is pretty sick, man. He's dope. He's kind of I forget the general dude that was in one of the later movies that had came out with all the arms and the lightsabers and shit. Is kind of similar to that, except for the fact that he's got like a giant alien fish head, which makes him way cooler. So here's like another journal entry from the Obi-Wan, which is like him saving Luke and also Luke's stepfather and whatnot there on Tatooine. There's a couple issues in here that aren't really that great and not too memorable. I mean, this is one of them here. I believe it's one of the annuals that's collected in this omnibus. But I mean, one of the high points of this whole book, I would say, is probably Doctor Aphra, to be honest. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that I missed out on the omnibus when it came out, but we should be getting a reprint of the Doctor Aphra omnibus in early 2023, I believe. So I'll definitely be picking that up. I might even pick up the old book sooner if I could find it at a nice price. But Dr. Aphra and her sick little killer murder droids that love torturing people and shit, they're hilarious. There's Black Sanson there, looking real sick. Yeah, this is a dope little part. I think this is another little journal entry of the Obi-Wan stuff, yeah. Where he gave Black Sanson the scar over his eye, which is pretty cool, man. Oh, this is where he saves Luke's like stepfather, and then little Luke Skywalker comes in and saves him with the ship that he stole earlier in the day or whatever. Just cool writing, man. And then you get this sick this squad of stormtroopers here. The Scar Troopers, the like Special Commando Advanced Recon Trooper, which they're pretty badass, man. They all kind of have their own little different look to them. The one dude got the little shoulder pad, and the one dude kind of looks like Nimrod from the X-Men. He's kind of a little throwback to that shit, man. But some cool stuff throughout it. Then you get some stuff with Yoda here. He's on this like this weird planet or whatever with this mountain that has like this blue crystal or rock heart that beats within it, and there's all these like crazy children that got like abandoned from their parents or whatever. It's a cool bit. And then Luke ends up going to the place too and kind of seeing what's going down. You kind of figured that he was going to meet up with Yoda and then learn the ways of the Force and whatnot, but that actually doesn't happen in this. I know there is more of this story that happens later on, but I haven't read it. But I'm definitely going to look into it. I don't think it's collected in omnibus format. This is like the Screaming Citadel little arc here, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a little bit more of like a vampire-ish, darker theme, which was real sick, man. They end up having these weird things that like take over Black Stanton and Chewbacca. Apparently, like Wookiees like react differently to this shit, and they end up like attacking all these people. It's a cool, just little like darker little arc of the story, which was kind of fun to read, man. And it's just a really good book, man. You get these little one-shots kind of in the end here, too, with, like, Lando Calrissian, which is pretty dope, and with Sana involved. They go on, like, a little heist. There's a couple different ones. I think there's one with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and then there's somebody else. I think Han Solo, maybe? They're basically just little one-shot stories that don't really have too much to do with the general, like, ongoing of this whole run here. But just cool stuff, man. I would say if you're not a Star Wars fan, definitely jump into this, give it a shot, because that's what I did, man, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the hell out of it. Honestly, it's one of my favorite reads so far this year, so definitely check it out if you while it's still out and available. In the back here, you get a bunch of different variant covers for the issues collected, which is great to have, man. some Scotty Young stuff, and then you get a ton of these like action figure variants here in the back, which is I don't know, kind of unnecessary, honestly, but some of them are kind of cool. I was never a huge fan of the action figure stuff, man, but so you get some sketch work in the back and all that too, which is great to have. Definitely a decent amount of like extras in the back of this omnibus, which is cool to have. And then this little story with a C-3PO and R2-D2 in the back. Well, I enjoyed this book a damn lot. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. The next giveaway is worldwide. One lucky winner will win the X-Men Omnibus Volume 1 DM variant Jack Kirby cover. You'll also get a Powers of X Issue 1 Diodato 1 in 200 Virgin variant, as well as King Spawn No. 1 Greg Capullo Raw Sketch variant. To win, you must be subscribed to the channel, like and comment on a video where I promote the giveaway. When we hit 750 subscribers, I'll pick a random video and then use a random comment generator to pick the winner. Good luck!